at this point.
Hey guys, what's going on? You're watching the Bitter Jury podcast. This is episode 41. We're here today to talk about the winner of the most recent HOH as well as their nominees. And then we'll probably also talk about stuff that happened after the episode, like about the veto winner and what will potentially happen. So, but before we go through any of that, we have to first introduce ourselves. You're here with Kelly.
And I'm Jacob from showing off a different background.
Yeah.
And I'm Shaun, and I'm about to send you some junk mail.
Oh man, what a good! You can't tease me now. I better get something.
Oh man, trust me, because I've got a date with your name on it.
Oh my God! You're so wonderful.
That's how this is gonna go down, everyone.
Yeah.
I got one bad eye. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about the episode, guys. Where would you like to start?
Let's do it.
At the very beginning.
The very beginning is usually a good spot to start.
That's what they tell me in The Sound of Music.
Nice. So yeah, what do we think about this HOH comp where you have to basically slide across the floor in 8 seconds? And,
it was like an interesting spin on. I don't want to. It was basically a crapshoot. Like there was a little bit of strategy to it, but it was basically a crapshoot. So it was a nice spin because we haven't really seen one where it's like it doesn't matter what you get, like how fast or how slow. Like you have to be at exactly as close as you can to 8 seconds as possible. So that was kind of interesting. I don't know if I necessarily like it. It was okay. That's my analysis.
It reminded me of like my junior year in college where everyone was doing this like slide on a board thing. And it's literally exactly like that. I mean, it's just watching total strangers slide across the ground.
Yeah, it was. It didn't make for captivating television, but I'll tell you what, it was interesting to see the first person to go get within 0.08 seconds of the target. Like it kind of ruins the competition, I feel like.
Yeah, it really did, because it's like Sam every time is like, "Are you gonna make it?" And it's just like, no.
Obviously not.
Even if we didn't know who won the HOH, like we would all still know that no, there's no way that you're gonna get 0.7 seconds or less closer to 8 seconds. It was just it was, so that definitely.
They could have edited that differently, right? They could have just done it on the episode in a different order. Because I know they did the actual order that was on the thing, but like they could have just put the things in a different order so we didn't know who was going to win, right?
Yeah, typically I would say yes, but it'd be kind of difficult because like you'd see the people like in the background of like, these people have gone, yet we haven't seen JC go or whatever it is.
Right.
I do think that it was really stupid of Angela to throw that. I don't know why she would, seeing that like her alliance, like their alliance right now is like even, and I know that she's trying to play a really under the radar game, which is obvious because Angela never came up as a target.
Right.
But it's still like, I don't know. I get kind of frustrated seeing that like I have another alliance member who stuck at it and then threw it.
Right.
Well, like you said, it was a crapshoot. I mean, there were a couple of good players that were trying to come. I thought JC, right? She did pretty good. She had like almost close to 8, but she was under it.
Oh, you mean Casey?
Casey, thank you. Yeah, Casey was under it. She was the closest. She was the second one. She was runner-up. I think probably my favorite one would have been Faisal, right?
Yeah.
He just fucking threw the shit out of that one. He just threw himself into a wall. He's just like, you know what? I'm not going to win, and that's okay, but what I am going to win in is how fast can I throw myself into a wall.
Yeah, I think I would have done something similar had I been in the house and Bailey crushed it like she did. Like, why not have a little bit of fun? Because you're not going to get close. So
knowing that Bailey was on your side. If Bailey wasn't on your side, would you have gone for it?
No. Because I don't get targeted by HOHs, Kelly. I'm too wonderful and lovely.
That's true, Jacob.
And inspirational. No, but I probably wouldn't have gone for it anyway. Like, but yeah, I mean, I think that's all we can really squeeze out of the HOH comp. I think it's a lot more interesting than the conversations that followed. The way that some of these people chose to sort of present themselves to Bailey, and how Bailey presented herself in that HOH term. Do you guys watch Game of Thrones by any chance? Or you guys have seen one?
I've seen some of it, yeah.
She was really giving off a Cersei vibe. Like she was like, I'm the evil queen, and I will not have any of your garbage in my room.
God, it was so ridiculous of her to act like that. I loved it. I know that editing goes into play, but you can only edit so much. Like, they can't edit things that you don't say.
Right.
And so the fact that she went so in depth on Scotty, on all the things that she would do to him if he was lying about
that was fantastic. I love that.
And the conversation between Bailey, Faisal, and Haley, where she was so demanding. Yeah, they both were, and I felt really bad for Fessy in that scenario, because it's like, oh my God, they're ganging up on you.
Yeah.
Like, I get why
and they're both totally wrong.
Yeah, they super are.
It's one of the very few situations where Fessy actually is right about something, and he gets zero credit for it. But yeah, I mean, she was I love that episode. Like, I want more of Bailey being HOH because it's so great. It was like watching an episode of Game of Thrones.
We've kind of been seeing this come to play, like, because since the very first episode, like, remember that very first HOH? I'm pretty sure Bailey was talking about how she was a queen and she needed her crown or some crap like that.
Yep.
So this is something that the editors have been like building up to for a long ass time.
Yep. And like just I feel like the only part where the edit didn't do any justice is it didn't really show why there was a switch from JC to Rachel in a great way. Because like we talked about it a little bit on the live feed update that we did. But like it just seems like it came out of nowhere that she decided that JC shouldn't be put up. And we got to see Brett not really campaign for himself. He seems to be comfortable, even when he shouldn't be. What do you think about Brett's game at this point?
Shaun, what do you think?
Brett?
Brett.
I don't know. I honestly think that his game's been pretty consistent. He hasn't really changed too much. He still kind of plays the bad boy in the house. I don't care. And the one thing, and it still bugs me, is that, and we haven't gotten to this point yet, but every time he's a target, he's not good at diplomacy. Like, he does a charisma check and he rolls the die, and when he fails it, he's like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to fucking deal with the monsters here and just kill them all. Because there's no talking my way out of it. Like, he just switches over to this defense mode or offensive mode, I guess.
I kind of love it. Because like he knows, at least in my opinion, I think he knows he can't talk Bailey out of anything. So like, why not just continue to do quote unquote yoga in the living room? Like, why?
Is somebody's been doing his yoga in the living room?
Did you not see that part of the episode? He was doing a downward pacing dog in the living room. And
my feed must have gone out because like it was a little spotty when I was watching the episode, so I must have missed that part.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's in the living room doing yoga, and what's his reason for that spot?
Just to show off his butt. But yeah, like Bailey was like, "Oh, how's your yoga going?" He goes, "Oh, it's fantastic." And then they go up to the room and they have like this really blithe chat about like, hey, I'm probably gonna put you up, and Brett's just like, cool, sweet, all right, cool, I get it.
Wow.
Huh.
Like he's really comfy, and it's cool. I mean, because think about it. Last time he was on the block, he had his buddy implode and get himself evicted.
Mm-hmm.
And this week we're seeing the other person kind of implode and get themselves evicted, or get themselves targeted.
Which you think Bailey wouldn't want that to happen, considering that she revealed the power app to her.
Yeah. Which, by the way, is the stupidest thing in the world.
Revealed her power to her.
Yeah, to Rachel.
To Rachel?
She's like, hey, look, I'm going to put you up on the block, but here's a power I have that only works this way.
What is the point of the power app if you keep spoiling?
It doesn't work. It doesn't work if hers does not work if you have to tell people about it.
Especially if you tell someone that's on the other side of the house.
Right.
Because now everyone knows that, like, everyone is going to know. How many people, at this point, how many people actually know about it?
Okay. So, Rachel, obviously. Angela. Casey,
Bessie.
I think.
Oh, Casey and Bessie.
Casey and Bessie. Yep.
Wow.
And so Tyler will know to use his power. If he gets powered by Bailey next week.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be great.
Can I? Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I just wanted to segue into talking about Tyler because
we need to talk about Tom.
He's been very good about weaseling his way out of being off of the block or being nominated or being considered. He does a really great job managing damage control.
Yeah.
And like clearly it's like, oh, Tyler, you had a hand in some of this stuff that happened. And now he got to Bailey. That was so fun watching him work his little magic. And I felt bad. I felt kind of bad for Bailey just because it's like she fell for it. She was just like, oh, I'm totally like empathize with that. And
she didn't fall for it. She gave it to him on a silver platter.
Oh.
She's like, hey, here's this excuse that I can give you. That way you don't have to be targeted this week. And Tyler was smart and ran with it.
Hey, you know who else did that we've seen in Big Brother history? Kelly, I'm looking at you.
I know. Who? I'm thinking.
Paul. Tyler's playing the Paul game right now.
What did he do?
He every week when he was potentially on the block, he came up with some cockamamie reason to not be targeted. And
but the difference is Tyler's nice.
Okay. I just wanted to make that clear.
I feel like I've made it. I feel like I've made it like pretty clear. The reason why I don't like Paul was his behavior, not the fact that he had total control. Like that part I can respect, but the behavior, the really rude behavior, I don't respect that.
No, I got you. I'm just giving you a little bit of a hard time. It's cool. But yeah, I mean, it's Tyler is a nice guy. By the way, I love how much shade he threw at Caitlyn.
Yeah.
The diary was like, she was like 9 or 10 on my list. Sorry, Caitlyn.
Yeah, that was pretty wonderful.
I want to say though, like, okay, so JC's still in the game, and he did. Oh yeah, let's talk about that too.
Okay.
If we're done talking about Tyler, because JC he casted a vote to against Rockstar, and it caused some really nice chaos in the house.
It did. It did. I don't understand though. Maybe you can help me understand. Why wouldn't you use that to target Tyler, guys?
Why wouldn't JC use it to target Tyler?
I casted a hinky vote, but I'm not going to use it to target the person that I should target. I'm at least in my mind. What do you guys think?
I think that Tyler wins competitions, and he's good at managing the crowd. I don't know. I wouldn't get rid of him yet because I don't like. It's pretty obvious. Like whether or not you're going to be on his radar, like he's going to convince others to put you up.
Right.
But that's the only reason. But I liked the shade that was thrown around because no one knew. like who did it. I don't know if they know now who did it, but it was a lot of fun watching it.
Yeah, everybody still thinks Scotty was the vote.
Makes sense. I mean, it obviously wasn't it, but it makes sense why they would think that it was him. I mean, I know why JC did it. I don't think that JC thought his whole vote through. He wanted to do it for chaos, but because like he is close to Tyler and he's like has Tyler in his pocket. I don't know if in his pocket, but like he has like he and Tyler, they've kind of want to have their games together. So he didn't really think about the fact that this vote would cause Tyler to be in the spotlight.
Right.
So I think like he just did it because he wanted to cause chaos. Just like last week, there was something that had to do with Faisal and JC, and I want to say Fessy wanted to like call out Caitlyn.
Oh yeah.
Or something. I can't remember what it was, but
oh yeah, because so
go ahead.
So JC was like, hey, you and Tyler should get together and throw the exposed Caitlyn party everybody's been
That's
wanting.
what it was. But I distinctly remember JC saying, wait until Wednesday, like afternoon. That way we can have a little bit of time for drama and like chaoticness. Or he didn't say chaoticness, but like that's what he was saying. So that's probably just what it was. It was another example of him like wanting to cause chaos without like really thinking about how will this affect other people in the game that I'm aligned with and that I'm close to.
And JC, he's got a little shield. I mean that literally. He's got a little shield because no one's considering him to be a bigger threat than he is.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is ignoring him, and he is making some pretty decent moves.
I'm telling you what, he's making a great inroad for me to be in the Big Brother 21 house.
Yes.
I love it. He's playing a great game, except for he's not aware of the game that he's playing. Man, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
no, I just keep imagining it, and like if he was, I guess, just an average height or something. I don't know, but like. Because people do have a bias, and then they're not considering it. And everyone has ignored it in the conversation. He's the last person on the checklist. Like, it could never be him.
Right.
It can't be him.
Unless you're Bailey. But yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of surprised that Bailey was so for wanting to get JC out this week. Why was she like that?
Because I honestly feel like she's prejudiced against him.
That's possible, but I think there's also a game reason. She's seen that he plays the middle better than anyone else. She said as much on the live feeds. She says like, "Hey, have you noticed how JC's in like every room, like, and everybody is like his best friend." and Tyler's just like, yeah, but it's JC. Like, more to your point, like nobody's really worried about what JC is capable of. Which, by the way, the dude is jacked. If like he can,
I know, right?
He can win a physical competition. He can win a endurance comp. Like, you need to get that guy out as soon as you can. Like,
I
don't know, but oh man, it's.
Well, that brings it over to the bedbug incident.
Oh, that was fantastic.
God. No, that was okay. Like that. The scene itself was hilarious with the water bottle tripping over them, but like that whole 90s.
You didn't love the Full House
sitcom. No, I didn't know it. I thought that it was a waste of time. Like I would have rather just seen the scene by itself, and we could have seen other stuff too.
I thought it was endearing, especially when JC kind of landed on that bottle and he threw some angry Spanish out there or something.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
I love that in that relationship that Fessy is the flirty one. I love that. Like that's my. They're a dynamic duo. They hate each other.
Yeah.
But like
they annoy each other.
It just, I don't know. It seems like something that you can tell that they've literally been planning this as soon as they decided to cast Fessy and JC. They're like, we have to get a segment of the shortest guy in the house with the tallest guy in the house. And I thought that it was a little too pandering. Like, I know.
They work well as a buddy comedy, though.
They do. They super do. Have you guys seen the show Big and Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly,
No.
have you seen? Okay.
No.
Well, there's a show called Big and Rob, and Faisal.
It was on MTV.
Yeah, and Faisal and JC, like, they do a really good dynamic combination.
Well, I'm sure that's great, and like I'm not saying that their dynamic isn't great. I'm saying
they're not even a
sitcom portion of it on Big Brother was really ridiculous, and I don't want to see that again.
Because he hasn't had any positive moments, Kelly. Let him have his moment with.
The only positive moments that he's had is when it's with JC, and I've like seen him have positive moments before this with JC.
Yeah.
Oh man, can't believe I'm outnumbered on this.
Now the real question is: was it a laugh track that they threw over the incident, or was it actual like from the audience and they just recorded the audience laughing?
We'll never know.
We will never know.
ABC. It's going to be one of the great mysteries of Big Brother.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Right up there with Helen Was Pushed. Oh man. From being 15.
Yep. Yeah. Let's see. What else is of note here?
Let's see.
Okay. Yeah. Just like Tyler going back to Tyler for a second. Playing the injured, like harmed, star-crossed lover is like the best angle for him of all time.
Yeah. At least short term.
Yeah. By the way, did you know, Shaun, about the Women's Alliance? And did Kelly catch you up on that?
I did not.
The Women Alliance?
Yeah.
Cool.
You want to give him the short version?
Yeah, there's an alliance. It's called the Amazons, and all the girls got together and said, "Hey, if there is a girl in the final 2, we will vote for them no matter what."
So did all the girls get together?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Okay.
With Rockstar and Bailey like leading it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah, because I'd be really surprised if like the Bailey wasn't part of that, and then it's like they called it the Amazons, and it's like maybe just like a bunch of white chicks.
So, like, obviously this is horrible. And they kind of alluded, I don't remember exactly, but I feel like in the episode they kind of alluded to a girl thing.
Yeah, the guys are worried about the girl thing. The guys are like, okay, so if Brett goes home, it's 7-4. And the girls are just going to run us over. They don't know that of the pact, but they know that they need to work together to get the women out because the women are going to run over the game.
That's so interesting. You don't normally see the game get this primal like this late in the game.
Yeah, it's Battle of the Sexes right now, or it could be.
Because it typically like starts where it's Battle of the Sexes and then switches typically to 2 sides. But we've kind of done the exact opposite because of that first comp. It's so this season's so interesting.
It's a great season. It's good no matter what.
How many people are left? Is there 8 people right now, or
no? There's 12.
10? 12?
Yeah, 12.
Oh man, I'm missing people. So it's right now it's split between the sexes.
No, it's 7-5. Seven women, 5 men.
Okay, so okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So if Brett goes home, the men are at a distinct disadvantage. And somebody, for some reason, nobody seems to count Scotty as a man. So
I was just gonna say, not to ignore Scotty.
Yeah.
So that's what we're dealing with right now. I remember what it was. Bailey said that the guys worry her. That was like the first inkling of some kind of a girls' alliance that's been mentioned in the episodes. But obviously, this is really bad, and it's just very annoying right now.
Yeah. By the way, the people that we thought would be on the fringes of that are starting to splinter that talk a little bit.
So that's Rachel, Angela,
Casey.
So the 3 from L6.
Yeah. Are like, do we really want to work with Bailey and make this thing where it's a guys versus girls thing?
Good.
Right. Like we can do it without that being the thing. But like, what makes that interesting though, Shaun, is that Bailey is sort of if you look at it from her perspective, she wants to drag Tyler to the end. Think about that for a second. She wants to take Tyler to the end, so she's guaranteed a win, even though he's the much better player to this point.
Oh, because of the votes?
Yeah, because of the jury votes.
Yeah.
So from her perspective, having the white privileged guy is what she wants in the final two, because it'll make sure she gets 500,000.
Well, you know what? That is kind of beautiful in a way, where it's poetic justice, I guess, but interesting.
She's so ridiculous. She was just talking about the other day how there had never been a black woman even in the final two. And all
that's true, right?
No, it's not true.
Wait,
Danielle from Big Brother 3 and
that's
from Big Brother 11.
But it's been so long. And what was her name? Danielle?
Danielle from BB3.
Oh, I totally forgot about Danielle, and I forgot that Natalie was black.
Danielle like changed the course of the game. Danielle was the person that created a sequestered jury.
Yeah.
And Natalie did, because Danielle played like the much better game, but people went home and watched the episodes and they were so pissed off because she was very, very like pompous about her game, and she didn't speak kindly about the other fellow house guests. So they figured out that Danielle was screwed because the jury got to go home and like watch the DRs and everything. So starting season 4, they had a sequestered jury.
Oh, so to reduce the bias, is that what?
Yeah, that way people could be more honest in the DRs, because like after Danielle losing, say that they didn't do that, then you would just have all of the DRs of people be like, oh, I love Caitlyn, but I'm so sad that I have to like evict her, when that's not how they actually feel.
Right.
So it would be really crappy TV.
So it's almost been 2 decades since a woman of color has made it to final 2.
It's been almost 1 decade.
Okay.
11. Natalie was in the final 2.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's been a really long time.
So it's
Natalie was
sorry, go ahead.
Was she in the Click season?
Yeah, she was. She was in the athlete clique, and she was the one who lied about her age. And
she's like quote unquote.
Say that again.
She was like a poker player, quote unquote, and got into a fight about poker with one of the guys.
She was from Vegas, right?
Yeah, I think so, or California or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it'll be crazy if that actually ends up being a thing. But I don't think it'll be a thing if we get the right people in jury.
Yeah. But either way, my point is Bailey's wrong.
Bailey's wrong because she wants to take Tyler with her.
No, because there's been other black women in the final 2.
Oh, did she make a statement that she was like going to be the first to get?
Yeah, she did.
Oh.
And I totally forgot that wasn't
I think it's mostly just narcissism and
time.
Knowledge.
Yeah. I mean, because I think out of all the candidates, especially those 2, I think the first lady, though, from season 3 sounds really strong, because it's been hard to get, like, a decent player up there that can represent the community.
That's because Big Brother always casts the Christian,
either the
Bible
religious girl or the religious guy.
Oh
yeah, black woman, or like Shima, like the Shima.
Yeah.
Oh, Shima.
True. So it just that's why it doesn't happen, and that's why we don't really see it. It's really ridiculous.
Right. So is this like a Rosa Parks situation?
I don't know. That's above my pay grade, I think.
Too far, huh?
Yeah.
Well, all right. We'll leave
that's our little history on Big Brother right there.
Too much. Pull it back.
So, should we talk about who won veto?
Yes, we should. Because I have a lot of feelings about this. Okay. So, at this point, spoilers for the veto episode. Tyler wins a veto that he totally should not have won. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Yeah. He keeps doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's didn't need to win it. Should have thrown it, but he won.
So, okay, this is the only way that I see how it happened. It was an individually timed comp. So the contestants did it like all by themselves and they were all sequestered.
Mm-hmm.
3 of the house guests timed out.
Okay.
1 house guest got like 14 minutes, 1 house guest got 10 minutes, and Tyler got like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Or something
I heard
like that.
I heard the whole thing took like 5 hours.
Yeah, the feeds were down for hella long. They probably had to reset it. And like whenever it's an individual comp, they always take that long. So we know that it's gonna be something like that. But Tyler, I'm sure that he did not want to win this. We're gonna see on Wednesday Tyler and the DR saying, I don't want to win this because like it's gonna be bad for my game.
Did he win it because someone dropped off that had a longer time with him?
No, so it was like he didn't see anyone else compete.
Oh, I gotcha.
So obviously, like Tyler was trying to like throw it. This is what I'm thinking. Tyler was trying to throw it, but didn't want to make it seem obvious that he was throwing it.
Right.
Because it doesn't make any sense for him to actually go for it.
Right.
Yeah.
But everyone else just sucked super hard at the comp.
Oh.
So right now we have and the veto ceremony hasn't happened yet. That happens tomorrow. We have Brett and Rachel on the block, and Rachel has had a terrible day yesterday and today. She's basically campaigning to get herself evicted. I say that sarcastically, but like she is freaking out. She's like, and she's not doing the right thing with the freak out. What she should have done, in my opinion, is as soon as Bailey told her about the power, I would have publicly went and told the whole house about the power.
Why?
Because there's nothing she can do about it. There's nothing Bailey can do about it. No, Bailey's put me on the block. She's saying she's gonna put me on the block. Nothing I can do can change that. Like blow up her game and make Brett the threat. Look, hey, I'm the beacon of democracy here. I'm telling you that she told me about this power. It's gonna be totally unfair and unbalanced. And yeah.
We have anti-Trump turd says, does Bailey think she's Henry VIII or hung John and quarter Scotty? Really? Oh man, that was really good.
It's a rough argument to use against Bailey, only because it's Bailey. If it was someone else, that would be an easier argument to put out there. It's a good strategy. I agree.
I because I understand why Rachel didn't do that, because she's been trying, like her and Bailey, from my understanding, they've been getting a little closer, and so so she didn't want to like blow it up.
She's still heavy level 6, and she's annoyed by this feminism or female empowerment, quote unquote, thing.
Bailey is still annoyed by that?
No, Rachel. She's on that group of 3 that's like, this is stupid. So it would make a bunch of sense to be like, hey, Bailey's got this power. Just thought y'all would know. She told me she's gonna put me on the block, so I'm gonna blow up her game. Like, watch out, Tyler. You know, like
she should do that after veto. Like if she's still on the block after veto, that's when she would do it. Because like considering she is acting the way that she is, where she's really like stressing out and is she getting paranoid?
Yeah. Oh, she's the most paranoid I've seen somebody this season. She's
more
like,
than Winston.
Yes. She's like, oh my goodness, if I shouldn't have even pretended like I was cool with it, because that's something the episode didn't show. She was like, totally, that's cool. And then, like, 5 minutes after she had that conversation, she freaked out, understandably, because that means she's going on the block. But yeah, so she's super paranoid. She's like, I have the votes, right? You guys know I have the votes. I have the votes, right? Like, you guys are going to stick with me, right? Level 6? Like, you guys are going to be cool, right? And everybody in level 6 is like, maybe we should get rid of her because she's freaking out and Brett's Mr. Cool Man and won't blow anybody up.
Oh, man.
Brett's playing it cool.
Yeah, Brett is the coolest. Like, he is.
Haley. But Haley's freaking out.
Haley freaked out this episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, when did up in the HOH with Bailey?
Yeah, that was
that
weird.
was ridiculous.
That was like out of character for Haley, I think.
If that argument doesn't work, she can always use the Twinkie argument.
What?
The Twinkie argument, you know? Like whatever food's in the house, like, oh man, I was acting crazy because like I ate all these. I had all these things. I just was on a sugar high for like 3-4 days. I don't know what I was thinking. Like I'm switching back.
I must have had some bad guacamole or something.
Too much guacamole. I had the worst gas. It made me like agitated. I was on the toilet for too long. I don't know. I'm just kidding. But
I mean, I want to see her really try to blow up Bailey's game. She has reason to do it. Bailey was super aggressive, super like I'm the queen. You're gonna do what I say. Like
seriously.
So
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I'm just drawing a similarity between her and Sam because they kind of did the
same.
Yeah.
And I would say the same thing about Sam too. Like, go ahead and blow up Sam's game as well. Like, if somebody's coming up to you and saying you have no choice but to listen to me, like, please, I have multiple choices. I could use this. I could use this information you just gave me and ruin your game because you're gonna put me up on the block anyway. What good does it do me? You're not gonna win your own veto and take me down.
I mean, we've seen that before. Like,
right, but Bailey hasn't made any sort of inclination that she's going to do that.
What if she does it like at the veto ceremony?
That would be amazing. That would be great. That's a reason to watch the Wednesday episode. I know. That'd be fantastic.
I don't think that we're going to see that.
Moments. I really like them.
Yeah.
So So Haley's the target right now?
No, Rachel is the target from L6's side.
Okay.
L5, level 5? Yeah, level 5.
L5 right now?
Yeah, L5 right now. Yeah. And Bailey is still wanting Brett out, obviously. So Bailey's side wants Brett out. L5 wants Rachel out right now.
Even Casey?
Yep.
Leonard. It's a split group.
Well, because Rachel's acting crazy. Like she's freaking out. She's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You guys have my back, right? Like you guys, I've counted the votes several times, but you guys have me, right? I don't have to worry about like a swaggy situation, do I?
Man. You better be careful.
Anti-Trump turd was curious about which floaters do you guys think will vote to evict Rachel?
Who's a floater?
Probably JC and Sam.
Oh, JC, Sam.
Yeah, JC and Sam.
Is Haley a fighter too?
No, Haley's on the side.
Yeah, she's with L5.
Sam will vote whichever way Tyler tells her to vote. JC, I'm not sure.
JC will go with Tyler, I think, over Fessy.
Really?
Yeah. I think they have a better working strategic relationship. Fessy and JC hate listening to each other talk, and JC will only try to convince Fessy of something. He won't let Fessy convince him of something. So I feel like JC is more likely to vote with L5 than Bailey's group.
So once again, Rockstar will be on the wrong side of the vote.
Yeah.
If it ends up staying like this.
Yes.
So there's a really good chance Tyler is not going to use the veto.
Yeah, I don't think he should use it. I doubt he will. The only thing he would do with it is take down Brett.
So from my understanding, what Tyler was trying to do was convince Bailey that he and Scotty are BFFs, and that way when Tyler would use the veto, I think to take down Brett, that Scotty would be put up.
And then Scotty would be voted out.
Yeah, and then Scotty would be voted out. But that doesn't seem to be happening. Or he doesn't feel confident he doesn't feel confident that it's gonna happen. So how did it blow up?
Okay, so here's the thing: it worked for Tyler. It still blew up in a way that worked for Tyler, but
of course it did.
Because okay, Bailey kind of found out about this, right? And because Tyler was like, hey, I'm really close with Scotty, and she's like, oh, that's cool. I like Scotty too. And Scotty found out about this from Bailey and was like, hey, you talked to Bailey about me? I didn't know we were still friends. That's really cool. Like, we haven't talked in a while. And Tyler's like, yeah, we're still friends, of course. So he goes, and Tyler, I'm assuming we'll get a diary room session where he's like, I guess I just picked up 2 new allies.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah.
So what happened to, because obviously like this episode we had Bailey saying that she wanted to backdoor Scotty. Mm-hmm. What happened to that plan? Why doesn't she want to backdoor him anymore?
I don't know.
I guess I'll have to find out then.
I mean, Brett is the bigger target, I think, in her mind. And Brett seems to be a cool customer and could potentially get himself evicted. Or like, I'm sorry, that's wrong. But Brett seems to be somebody who's cool with everybody. And Scotty is sort of disliked by everybody or distrusted by everybody.
Oh, okay. Also, anti-Trump nerds chiming in and saying that Bailey realized that they need to diminish the other side by one side.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense too. Because
Mm-hmm.
Scotty's not with the other side.
The thing that's funny to me, we talked about this.
Made that comment too in the episode. She was like, "He's not gunning for me. He's just kind of a chaos agent here," which I was like, "Okay, makes sense."
Yeah, he's not really with anyone, which is oddly making him a target. Usually, we see those players get like dragged, but this season's different. It's weird, guys.
I still like it though. Yeah, I like it better than BB Can 6.
Yeah, I do too. It's battling right now with BB Can 5 for my favorite of recent seasons.
Okay, let's wait till it's over.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that
But just the action so far is
Rockstar Bailey final 2.
Well, if that's the final 2, Bailey should win hands down.
Yeah, but
unless Rockstar turns into a Kevin.
No.
And starts winning.
No.
If she wins out, I will vote for her.
There's no way.
If she can rock the mom bod and win physical comps 5 weeks in a row, I will give her my vote happily, and I will be very happy that she won because I drafted her.
Oh,
if that's the final 2, I'm a very happy person because I can't lose.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. It's still no.
I just don't want to see Tyler in the final 2 because that means that he's probably going to win and one of my people won't win.
You don't want to see Tyler in final 2?
I mean, I do, but if I want to win the draft, I want
a draft of $1 million pot. No.
I just want Brett to win because he's in my draft.
You want who to win?
Brett.
You didn't draft Brett. Kelly drafted Brett.
No, Kelly gave up Brett.
Wait, what?
Kelly gave up Brett for what's his name?
I thought you drafted Brett.
No, I did
not. I drafted Winston.
Oh.
The last player was Sam and Brett.
Didn't you have the first pick? Kelly?
Me?
Yeah.
No. Maybe I did. I picked Tyler.
Oh, that's wait. That's who I was.
Winston face.
Wait, hold on. Who did you just say you wanted to win, Shaun?
Brett.
Oh, never mind. I got confused.
Oh,
never mind. I thought you were saying Tyler for some reason. I got them confused in my head.
Jacob, even if you're right or wrong, I would have believed you because I'm going off of my memory and my memory.
So, yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a crazy week. I feel like there's still a little bit of movement. I feel like if everything ends right now, Rachel's going home by a vote of L5 plus JC.
And Sam.
And Sam.
Damn.
So that means math is hard. What is the math?
What is that? 5?
7 to 7 to.
It can't be 7. 2 of them are on the block.
Okay. Oh right. 5 to
Tyler, Casey, okay. Angela,
okay.
JC, and Sam.
Yep. That's 5.
Which is what you need to vote to pick this week.
So it's 5 to 4 to right? Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah, 5 to 4.
One person's HOH, 2 are on the block.
Cool.
Anti-Trump tweets asking if we're absolutely sure that Tyler will not use veto.
It wouldn't make much sense for him to. Like the only way he uses it is to get bring Brett down, but there's not really an incentive for him to do that.
Tyler, he chose an alliance, right? He has said, "I'm with level 6."
Yeah, he created level 6.
Right. He had to make a conscious decision a couple episodes ago because he was already bamboozled on his.
But technically, they're both level 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think it doesn't make too much sense for him to use the veto.
Yeah, I'd be super surprised.
It would. Yeah, I wouldn't use it. I would be a president that doesn't pass any bills.
Because Brett is way too cool on the block. Like he's not causing any waves, so there's no reason to use it on him because you control the vote to make Rachel go home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just for fun though, it would make the episode very interesting if he decided to take Brett or Rachel down.
Yeah. I see 0 universes where Rachel comes off the block, but there are a couple spirit guides that definitely want Brett to come off the block.
Yeah. He's also asking, or she, I don't know if this is a guy or a girl, has Brett given up on the game? I don't think Brett has given up. Brett hasn't shown any.
Brett's playing hard.
Yeah, he's just staying really, really chill, which is exactly what you should do.
Yeah. I was just gonna talk about this, not this episode, but I was thinking back to the initial interviews and who has been consistent with who their characters were or their interview, how it went. Brett's been pretty consistent with it. Actually, he might have gone more extreme than his interview did.
Casey's another person. Casey's another person who has been very consistent throughout the whole thing, who I think can kind of float and win. Because, and I don't think either her or Angela or somebody that doesn't get a lot of screen time has given up on the game. And I think that's a mistake that if you're just watching the episodes, is easy to make. But in my opinion, in the world of Big Brother, if you're not getting a lot of screen time, you're doing a good job at this point.
So I wouldn't do good on that show.
You would get so much screen time.
I'd be gone the first week or 2, maybe.
You think so?
Yeah, I get. You know what though? I would probably cool down though. In the mornings would be my peak hours, and then 3 o'clock rolls around, and I'm just cranky as fuck.
So I'm gonna ask your wife, Kelly. Is your husband the type of person to go Hamza on everybody and bounce off the wall?
I mean,
what's your
Shaun does like to play chaotic neutral when we play deception board games.
Talk about Secret Hitler last night.
So, oh my God, we were playing this game, Secret Hitler, which is this deception game, kind of similar to Werewolf, if you played that, where you have 2 sides, and Shaun pulled a Brett.
Oh.
Shaun, he was given one of each policy to pass, and he passed the fascist policy, and said that he was given 2 fascist policies.
Oh,
and the person who handed them the fascist one of each was like, "No, you're a liar." It was very much, she was acting like Rockstar, and he was acting like Brett, where he was like,
fantastic.
"Why can't you just own it?" It was amazing, especially because I was on the same team as him.
Were you proud?
I was so proud. We ended up winning that game, and we wouldn't have done it if Shaun hadn't been able to do that. It was amazing.
Way to go! You know what I think should happen? I think we should get we should have a podcast, Secret Hitler game, where
that would be so fun.
Where we get everybody who has ever been a guest on the podcast, and play Secret Hitler.
I like it.
I just got a picture message from Shaun, and I'm scared. I'll open it after the podcast.
I would love that.
He said he was sending some junk mail.
Jacob,
oh my goodness.
Do you have your phone on you by chance?
I do have my phone. Should I open it?
Yeah, you should open it.
Okay.
I want to know if my junk mail made it to you.
Let's see. I will not show it to the podcast because.
Actually, I think you should.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very nice.
Why did you send a picture of Shaun?
Very impressive, John.
Like.
Very, very good-looking junk.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I think it's time to go.
Anyway. Yeah. So that's the end of the podcast tonight, you guys. If you also want to receive junk mail from Shaun, he'll leave his phone number in the comments down below.
No, that's not happening.
You will have to confirm that you are 18 and older.
Oh my goodness!
Way too many risks out there, and there's a lot of weirdos out there. So be careful, guys.
Yep. So anyway, including Caitlin. Caitlin's out in the world now. So be careful, guys.
Caitlin's back in the world.
By the way, yeah. So it's been fun. I wonder if Caitlin knows if her boyfriend has broken up with her yet.
Yes.
Has there been any news on that?
She said nothing about it.
Okay.
Didn't expect her to say anything about it.
It's none of my business, but it makes me excited about life when I hear people's misery.
Just for clarity's sake, in case anybody's really concerned, the pictures that I received from Shaun are very PG. They're very PG photos.
Guys, anti-Trump is telling us to watch our auras.
I got all of the PG angles.
Starting to turn red.
Oh, our auras are red?
Yeah, we better be careful.
My aura is rosy because I just received a conspicuous pic of
what the hell did you get, Jacob?
Hey, it's between me and your husband, okay?
Yeah, Ellie.
It's between.
You don't need to know everything.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. I'm ending this. We'll be back on Thursday, guys.
All right.
Talk to you then.
Good night, guys.
Later.